Okay, hi there guys. In this video I'm going to show you how you could work with Windows Service. Before we start, Windows Service are programs that work in the background. They start automatically and they don't have interfaces. You want to have such kind of programs in order to do some kind of maintenance, like updating database information from time to time or something like that. So, in order to create a Windows service, you are going to start a new project, like you can see here. Now, there are many project types. Windows Form applications, as you know, creates a Windows Form with user interface, say for WPF, console application, works like command prompt application, something like that, etc. However, the important thing that you want to find is Windows Service. Now, if you don't find Windows Service in your installation, this means the version you purchased does not have this template. There is a workaround that allows you to add Windows Service template to your project. We'll get into that later. Anyway, so we're gonna select Windows Service here, and we are gonna call this testing Windows Service. Okay, and I'm gonna hit OK. Now, what happens here is that if you look at the Project Explorer, you get this Service 1. Maybe you want to rename it. Okay, so I'm gonna rename the file to Windows testing Windows Service. There we go. Okay, now it's asking if I want to rename the class. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Now, first thing, if you look at here, what do you see? It's treating this class just like any other control, but since you haven't dropped any control on it, there is nothing to render. Regardless of that, you just double click on it and you will get into its code. So this is the name of the class. Sorry. And you have two methods, on start and on stop. On start will get executed as soon as the Windows Service starts, and on stop will get executed as soon as Windows Service stops. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Now, what should you do here? You should start a thread that will do the work, and what you should do here is end the work of the thread. So we are gonna make a little thread that will create a file and update it with numbers from time to time. So dimension my thread as threading.thread. Okay, so this is basically what? This is basically an object. Okay, now what we want to do, sorry, this is a thread object. So what we want to do is to create the method that will update a counter. So protected sub keep counting, for example, dimension I as integer equals 0, do while true. Now this is what's going to happen. You are going to increase I by 1, I equal I plus 1, and then save the information into a file. System IO file, write all text. I'm going to put the file on the F drive on my computer. Text.txt, for example, I. Now I want to give some time. I want the update to happen every 10 seconds. So threading.thread.sleep. I'm gonna make this a thread sleeps for some time. So 1000 means 1 second. I will put a 0 to make it 10 seconds. So what this means that every 10 seconds is this service is gonna update create the file with the updated number. That's it. Now, when the service starts, I should start running the code here. So my thread equal new threading dot thread. I want the thread to start with the address of keep counting. Now, what this line of code means, I want to create a new thread of execution, and this thread of execution will start running here. This is what it means. Okay. Now, when you want to stop the execution, I'm sorry. When you want to stop the execution, all you have to do is this: my thread dot abort, and this is gonna kill the thread. Usually, you don't abort the thread right away. You perform some housekeeping. They call it housekeeping. What they mean is that if you are opening files or something like that in the threads should safely close them, and later on you are gonna kill that thread. Okay, so now we finished the design of our Windows service, and as I told you, this is just an example. You might want to make it access the database, update some information, stuff like that. Now, we need to do another thing: how to install the Windows service. This is half the work. So let's come here. Let's go back to its design. You just right-click, and then you will see that there's an option called Add Installer. You select that. As soon as you do it, you are going to see here you got this file, Project Installer, and you will see there are two options. There is Service Installer and Service Process Installer. So let's get into these. So for the Service Installer, when you select it, okay, my mouse is causing some problem, but you know. So when you select the Service Installer, go to its property. Okay. So here, if you don't know what the important properties are, you can just select the property and you check its description. So basically, this is our testing service. Okay, and this is going to be testing Windows service, and I would like to put a lul there. I don't know, but I'd like to. Anyway, so, and this is the name of the service. Lul. Let's call it lul. Okay. Okay, just for a change. Now, the important thing here, do you see this is start type? It means how the service starts. Right now it's set to manual. You can make it automatic, and what this means that every time you restart the computer, the service is going to start automatically. This is what it means. Now, this is the first set of options you must provide. In the second set, you should select the Service Process Installer, and here you see the important thing is account. Now, if it is user, it means this service will run under user account permission. So during installation, you will have to provide a username and password, a Windows username and password. Okay, but we want this to be available for everyone, so we want to make this to the local system. Okay, and yeah, this is all you have to do for the Windows service. And the next step, we need to create the installer. Okay, or add the install project. So right click here. I'm going to say add. I'm going to say new project, and from here you can see there's other project types. It's select setup and deployment, and select the setup wizard. And here you are going to select LOL LOL service setup, whatever. So you hit OK, and the wizard is going to start. Click next, and you want to set up for Windows application, next, and you want primary output from your service project, click next. If you need any other files, you include them, click next, and you click finish. Now there's still some work, so you just right click here and select view and select custom actions. Now what this means during the installation you are gonna need to to perform some operation. In our case, you want to tell the operating system that this is a Windows service and it need to be run to get executed as soon as the system starts. So right click here and select add custom actions and select the primary output. Okay, so if when you select add custom action, you will see these. Just select the application folder, select the primary output. You repeat this one for commit. Okay, you repeat this one for rollback. You repeat this one for uninstall. Okay, and after this is finished, we are going to save this. Okay, and now we are going to build the first project, and we are going to build the second project. Okay, now it's building, and it is done. Now let's install this Windows service and see how it works. So I'm gonna right click here and hit install. Okay, so this is the LUL service. Okay, sorry. And now it's gonna get installed. Okay, so our Windows service was installed. Now, in order to see our service, I need to restart the computer for this to work, but you can click here on the task manager and go to services. Okay, and I think we called it, was it LUL? Oh no, it was testing. Okay, if you look here, you can see test Windows service. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's this one. Sorry, it is testing Windows service LUL. Okay, and you can see that it's not started yet. We need to restart it. So I'm gonna right click here and hit start. Okay, and now it started working. So let me go to the F drive. This is the F drive here, and you can see this is the file. So now it's wait a minute, let me delete this file. Okay, and we set the timer to work every 10 seconds, right? So all we want to do is wait for some time, and hopefully we'll see the file get generated. Okay, where are you, dude? Refresh. Okay, maybe I did some kind of error. Wait a minute, sorry about that. Let me close the services and view it again. What is that? Okay, so it says that here our testing service, okay, and it's already started, so no problem, right? Let me go here, refresh. Okay, I wonder what did I do wrong here. Maybe I set the time for too long. So let me go back here, double click and check the code. So then Okay, no problem. Let me stop our service. I think I did some kind of mistake. Let me stop this. Okay. And let me go back here. So instead of this, I'm gonna make this thread sleeps for... Oh gosh. Okay. My mistake here is that I didn't start the thread. I created the thread object, but I forgot to start it. So just my thread.start. Okay, this is what I forgot. Okay, remember to start the thread. Okay, that's why. I was wondering why it wasn't updating. Anyway, so build this one and build this one. Okay, so first I'm gonna remove the previous installation, and then I'm gonna install the new one. So right click uninstall. This is gonna remove the previous web service. Okay. Come on. Okay. And now right click and install the new service. Dun -dun. And next. Come on. And close. That's it. So now, I think I can refresh here, right? Just refresh. So where is that? Okay. So I'm gonna right click and select start now. So let's go to our F drive. This is our F drive. And you see now this is the file. Double click on that, it has the value 1. Okay, I'm going to delete it and wait a few seconds. Maybe I should have made it less. Okay, so double click that and now it's reached 3. So if you wait for a while, wait a minute, still 3, and now it's 4. So as you can see, the process now is working in the background, and it is going to start every time your computer starts. Why? Because it's set to automatic, as you can see. And also you can see that the log on as a local system service. Okay, if you want to for a service to work based on user permission, you can change its options, as you have seen in the video. Okay, I guess now I can stop the service. Okay. Now, what should you do if you want to access a database or something like that? Well, it's easy, straightforward. Or all you have to do, you can create a project and make that a project access the database. The important thing that you should remember is that this service, it does not allow you to deal with user interface, okay? Because it should work in the background. If you put any Windows interface component, you are gonna get an error. So just keep this in mind, okay? Now, one last thing. If we now go to file a new project, and let's say you wanted to create a Windows service and you didn't see this option. As I told you before, it means your copy of Visual Studio does not have this template, okay? So what should you do in order to include Windows service? Well, all you have to do simply is just copy the source code. Just copy the source code from the website and add it to your project, and just modify the code. It's very easy to modify, very straightforward. You don't need to modify this one. If you'd like, you can just change the name of this one and just change this method. That's all you have to do. You build the project and you will have your Windows service. It doesn't matter if you have this template installed. installed with your Visual Studio or not. It's as simple as that. Okay, and of course you just need to change the names. I guess it's straightforward. Just remember, if you are doing a commercial application, just remove the lul from here, because they will think you're not serious about it. Okay, so I hope you'll find this useful. The source code is you'll find the source code available on the website. If you have questions or suggestions or notes, please send them to notes@mka-soft.com. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye bye.